Hey everyone, it's Labrat from WoW Player Central. I am on Minionator, one of my little worker bees. I know it's been a while since I've posted. A lot of that has to do with some of the fluctuating in the market with what I'm about to kind of go over with you guys. So this one here has been a pretty solid gold earner for me over the past few years. And it all centers around the Spirit of Harmonies. So right now on my server you can get them for anywhere between 60 and 75 gold each. A couple of months ago they were going for upwards of 250 to 300 apiece. So that's kind of the big dip in the market there. So I've been recovering from that, but I've been doing this with the new pricing here for a few weeks now, and it seems to still be pretty viable. So I thought I'd share with you guys. So essentially I am in Vale of Eternal Blossoms, Shrine of Two Moons. This guy is typically parked here. He is a miner, so he can smelt. And what there are actually a couple of items here that you could purchase that might make sense to sell in the auction house, again depending on the cost of the Spirit of Harmonies. Serpent's Eye it sells. You see here it sells for 116 gold a piece, and I'm buying them for 60 gold essentially. It just takes time, so it's a slow seller. Exotic Leather for a while was doing okay. Again, it's hit or miss depending on what the auction house prices are. But what I typically do is I buy the Ghost Iron ore. Now if you were to buy this from the vendor, you do get this very annoying pop-up. So I do have a macro that I use to actually purchase these items to bypass that confirmation window. And it's just a simple one here, run by merchant item 9, which is the Ghost Iron ore. So I essentially, you'll see I have some spirits in my bag here. Stock up on a ton of the ore, and then I go and smelt it. So that's actually where a majority of my time with this is spent, is smelting. Now one nice thing is that you can kind of set it and go FK and check back, you know, every 10 minutes or so. There we go, still have an empty slot to smelt into. And what I like about this is that there is an anvil right around the corner as well. So what I do is I essentially buy the Spirit of Harmony off the auction house, mail him to this guy, he buys the ore, and then I smelt it. Tons and tons and tons and tons of smelting. What we're going to do is actually jump over, we'll stop that, jump over to my alchemist, who plays a role in the next part of this. So we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back on my primary alchemist, and was my main tune for every expansion up to this one, Labrada. And so essentially you'll see in my inbox I just have a ton of Ghost Iron ore bars, or I guess Ghost Iron bars, some spirits as well. So let's talk about what I can use that for. So first of all, on the auction house right now, if you buy 200 of the Spirits of Harmony, that goes for about 12,000 gold. The Ghost Iron ore is selling, so you could buy 200 of the Ghost Iron ore using the Spirit of Harmonies for 600 gold, selling for 1,300 gold on the auction house. Ghost Iron bars it would cost 1,200 gold to make a stack of 200, and that's selling for around 2,100 right now in the auction house. So you can start there. What I like about this is that there's so many different things you can do. You could sell the ore, you can sell the bars, or what you can do, let's see, is this gonna work? It will if I do this, maybe. Yes, it will. But now, oh, this does, okay. So, real power in this. Let's actually stock up on a bunch of these. Ideally, I would have more space in my bags. Unfortunately, space is extremely limited right now. Okay. So I do have, let's do this too while we're at it. Let's get rid of these 75. Okay. So if we come into my alchemy list, we have transmute trillium. So that takes 10 ghost iron bars to transmute 1 trillium bar. The trillium right now, see, is going for, says, you know, roughly 70, 78 gold a piece, and it's costing 60 gold to make it. So that's one thing you can do. And the next thing, if I can spell, oh, I don't have it yet. Let's do this. We're going to start by making these 472. What I'd be interested in, because part of the powerful piece of this is the fact that these can proc. So let's make the 472 of these and see what we get. There is another recipe that we can use after this, which is transmute living steel, which is another thing that sells in the auction house, and those go for about 360 gold a piece. So the ghost iron bars, the trillium bars, and the living steel, all of them are used in toys, mounts. Some things are used to make, I think it's the tackle box. So they're all still widely used, even though they're an old world mat. So let's make these 472. And let's see how many procs we get. Because again, the procs are a big piece of where you can make gold with this. So I'm going to let this run, and then we'll come back and see where we're at. Okay, for some reason, my audio didn't record here, but essentially we were going to make 372 of the trillium bars. We were able to make, so with the procs, we have about 464, I think, so just under 100 procs, about 20%. So obviously there is one place that you can make gold. And those trillium bars are used in the living steel transmute. So 3 trillium bars and 3 spirits of harmony. So that's almost an extra 100 living steel that we were able to get from those trillium procs, which is really nice. So with these, we're able to make about 188 of the living steel. So I think it's worthwhile because those two can proc. So let's go ahead and make those 188. And we'll see where that kind of brings us at the end of this. Alright, so we are getting ready to finish this up here. We were planning to make 188. We're above that right now, so this is the proc on proc action that I really like. Essentially getting procs above when you're above your anticipated count. So we'll just finish up real quick. So we're going to make 188. We have 228, so that's a 40 proc. At 360 gold a piece, you're looking at almost 15.5k in the procs right there. So that's really nice. And again, when you kind of mix it up with the bars, the ghost iron bars, the trillium bars, I tend to stay away from the ore a little bit. But I mean, as you can see here, tons and tons of smelting and transmuting. And those spirits of harmonies, you know, I can't get enough of them. So I hope you found this useful, and were able to pull a couple of ideas away on how you can make some gold. Again, check the auction house on your server, and make sure that, you know, this approach would work for you. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Hey everyone, it's Labrat from WoW Player Central. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and stop over to wowplayercentral.com to see more.